Okay, next I have SA who wrote in, I fear I will hate my job because the new manager will push me to be more visible, which means people will send me more work. I'll be stressed out and bothered by the many requests. And then it goes on and it's an 8.
Okay. So I heard, I was in an interesting class. I just love learning. I'm always learning. And today I thought it was such a great metaphor. They said sometimes you clear things and it's like you need to find the note, right? Like what's causing this issue? Sometimes it's a note, sometimes it's a chord, and sometimes it's a song. Right? Like what is resonating to hold that up? And so I was getting that as I was clearing these. Like sometimes, actually, I think Lois, for the one thing that you wrote in, I was like, oh, it's just a note. It's just a note. But for SA, it's a chord. It's a few things harmonizing together. So first of all, if we had more time, I would go through that sentence and literally, kind of like we were saying for Anonymous, I would rephrase. Oh, so even your intention, I asked you a positive, and you said, I am undisturbed by requests and use my intuition and inner wisdom to serve the expression of my Buddha nature. So that last part I love, but I am undisturbed by requests. To the subconscious, that just says disturbed. The subconscious doesn't get negatives. So we need a better instruction because your system is listening. So I am undisturbed by requests. I am whatever you come up with. I stand firm. I am centered and confident in the midst of requests, right? It needs something besides undisturbed. Like really, that's just giving more power to being disturbed. And then, like you had really good details in there. So you said, I fear I will hate my job. So I would take this whole thing that you wrote, you can go back in and get it, and change it around word by word. I am so glad that I can enjoy my job. The new manager and I get along well. So it will push me to be more visible. I'm whatever the right level of visibility, which means that I have the right amount of work. I'm calm. I'm in the flow. Instead of I'll be stressed out and bothered by the many requests, I'm on it. I'm in the flow. I have the perfect amount of work, the perfect time. I'll need to constantly step out of my comfort zone. I'm working in my comfort zone. I communicate easily to a large group. I have a lot of autonomy because you say I dislike being managed. Who doesn't, right? I have a lot of autonomy. They respect me. They give me responsibility. So I would literally take each of those and turn it around to what you want. And grounding will be super, super, super important. It feels like we need more roots because then you won't feel so much other people's stuff because you will be grounded, right? Like they're wanting this, they're wanting that, they're wanting this, but I've got these big good roots. So this is energetic roots. This was energy circle number 3. If you don't have it, ask me for it. Grounding, grounding, grounding. It's the foundational thing. It's the number one thing I do. So it's like having a good crouch on the surfboard. People can ask you for all kinds of things. And if you got a good crouch, you just zig and zag through the waves. You don't get knocked over. Okay, so grounding and was there something else? Grounding, image of roots, and idea allergy to moving forward. Okay, so idea allergy, we're going to do those next time. So there's a part of me that doesn't want to move forward. And it sounds like you're kind of being called to move forward, right? So let's all of us clear any idea allergy to moving forward. And it can also work the other way. It can also be like, I have to move forward. I have to move forward. I have to move forward. I don't want to move forward. We just want to be neutral. If I want to move forward, I'll move forward. If I don't want to move forward, I don't want don't want to move forward. Maybe you just say, no, I'm not going to speak in front of large groups of people. It's more like giving your power back to you and not to other people.